What's going on, YouTube fam? It is 11:03 in La Mañana. It is July 3rd. Yeah, how y'all doing? It's Wednesday. Cool. You guys, I just literally cannot believe how much has happened in the past literally 24 hours. Since I last filmed, so much has happened. But in a great way. I feel like I finally found my pack, you guys. I literally I've been waiting since I went to bed last night to tell you about this because I'm literally so stoked. I literally feel like I can't even sit down. I'm so excited. But anyway, okay, I was your girl chilling last night. I went into the city to knock out some work. And I finished. I felt good about it. And came out and I got a Coca-Cola and we just chilling and smoking a little joint, just a little bit on Times Square, just chilling. And then I got up and I was like, let's go ride. And then I saw 7 skaters fly past me. I kind of want to stand. Yeah, I have so much energy today. I feel like I'm gonna put you up here in Fiocco. And this is on Broadway on 56 and Broadway. So yeah, Times Square. I'm literally so excited. I can't sit down and sit still. But anyway, then there was 7 skaters flew right past me, and then I was like, who are those guys? Wait, I'll catch up to them. And then I just and then it was just everybody, and there was 50 skaters in Times Square, and it was this big social push that I just happened to find and be a part of and joined in on in the middle of it. OMG, you guys, literally found my pack, found my group. These are yeah, I knew that there's skaters and stuff on the East Coast, of course, too, but I don't know, it just seems hard it seems hard sometimes to find your peeps, you know what I'm saying, your crowd. But anyway, literally had so much fun. We literally skated. There was one other girl in the group. I'm pretty sure there's one other girl in the group. But I didn't see her that much. She was so quick. But I'm pretty sure she was a girl. But other than that, it was 50 other skater boys. And yeah, there was a leader, and I introduced myself to him, and he's like, is this your first social push? And everyone kept asking me, is this your first social push? And you guys, I just feel God really gives us gifts when we least expect them. Isn't that so beautiful? I put too much sugar in my coffee this morning. God, I always do too much or too little. That's what she said. And so, you guys, the title of today's vid is Boundaries Are Hot and Lack of Consent Is Not. So what this is really going to be about, it's not crazy sexual harassment training I'm gonna drag you through or anything. It's kind of just how actually to please your spouse the most, and how to be a good listener. And boundaries are hot. We're gonna go into it being able to tell other people what you know about yourself the most. This is absolutely good for me, this is absolutely terrible for me, and I know myself. When you get to that point where you're developed enough as a character and you can share that with another person, you can have even a more satisfying sex life and an even more satisfying intimate life and communication. It doesn't have to all be about sexuality or anything, but that's a big part of life, and it's beautiful, and it's a gift, and I'm okay with talking about that so long as it's obviously within the categorization of the person you're meant to be with, your God-ordained spouse and your wife or your husband. And it's that's beautiful. So we'll go more into it. I have a story to link it up with this title. You guys are gonna be like, Kimberly. But a girl goes through a certain amount of things in life, and after a certain point, I forgot the blanket today, you guys, because I had to pack some extra clothes for work. I'm doing bacon audits and liquor audits. It's fun. It's too much sugar. Good heavens, what was I thinking? Gosh. What? But I am trying to figure out how to lay down and get comfortable. But I do legit have legit a story for you guys. So this morning, okay, I'll start it out with yesterday. and like how this ties into the video. And we only have one Bible verse today, but we're gonna make it work. And actually, that's all we need. Like, that's it. But like, I was like coming out yesterday just to get some food, and I was starving. I was like hangry, and then I walked into the bodega, and there's this guy that like habitually bullies me in that bodega, and he was doing his shenanigans again, so I just left. And then I popped out of that bodega, and right as I did, there was a man who started hitting on me immediately and said, he called me cuz, which I thought was hilarious and like corny. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? He was like, and then he's like, nice legs, and he like commented on how I had nice legs, and then I said, something, the weather out is gorgeous, right? Because he said, hey cuz, how you doing? I said, hey honey, I'm fine, thank you, how are you? Even if I don't like, I'm like nice to, like, I'm gonna say hi back. Like, if I, you know what I'm saying? Like, people are like, well, why do you even talk to them? I'm like, they said hi, they're a human being. Like, I'm not like, there's nothing wrong with saying, hey, what's up? And keep walking. You don't have to give people your attention. Like, that's fine. If he thinks I'm attractive and he wants to say something, he has freedom of speech. I'm gonna keep walking. But I don't see the harm in just, hey, what's up? How are you, honey? Like, just, we're all adults here and community anyway, so what's the big deal? So blah 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 blah, and then I say that, and he goes, and I'm like, yeah, it's like, he's like, nice, like, I was like, nice, it's like gorgeous out, and he's like, nice legs, and then I was like, no, I'm saying it's gorgeous out because I'm being respectful, and he's like, and then he's like, no, okay, hold on, it was like literally like a movie, and it was like, because I popped out of the bodega, and then he's like, hey cuz, how are you? And then I was like, hey honey, I'm fine, thank you, how are you? And then I said, it's gorgeous out, right? And that's what I always like go to get people to, like, for men to like get the focus off of me, because you probably don't believe me when I say like how much harassment I get, or like all women get, but like it's also like my energy and like my white privileged face that just says talk to me, especially with all the freckles, and then like my smile, like everyone just thinks that's a bitch you can talk to, and like I'm not being disparaging, I'm being funny. Don't worry, you'll see my self-deprecative humor when you see it. And I was like, okay, it's gorgeous out, right? And then he was like, nice legs, and he completely like disregarded the fact that I said nice weather out. And I was like, no, I'm saying the weather is gorgeous. And he's like, nice legs, and he said it again. I was like, no, I'm saying the weather is gorgeous because I'm respectful and I'm talking about the weather. And then he was like, oh, and then some other guy saw that and he was like, oh, she really just did that? And then there was like, thought that was like cool or something, or like thought that was like he was like, oh shit, mama just really said that, did that. And I was like, I'm coming out to get food, you guys. I'm not a show that like if you like poke and prod my reactions are entertainment. Like yes, I have a pussy and breasts, but like I'm also like not here for your entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they were like making, like, I just got bullied like three things in a row. Like the guy in the bodega, pop out, the guy's nice legs. I've never seen that man before in my life, and he's commenting on my legs. Like, I work hard for being fit, and I don't do it for I do it to feel. So when somebody I don't know comments on like my body, it makes me very uncomfortable. We're gonna fast forward, okay? So that's what happened yesterday, and then today, this morning, on my way here to vlog for you guys because I love you so much. I was like, bruh, you know, just chilling, vibing, cruising, and this guy passes me on a scooter and he goes, yeah, you look good. And then I went, yeah. I was like, it's just like, what? Why the fuck? Like, whatever. Like, we're all here, like, cruising in the bike lane. Like, I don't mind that. There's nothing wrong with a little hoorah and hollering and like camaraderie. Like, even like I've never even met that guy in my life, but there is sometimes like a little bit of camaraderie between scooter, bicyclist, and boarders in the city because we're all sharing the bike lane. And so I thought nothing of it. Was laughing. Honestly, it was like a great start to the day. Like a little bit of laughter, a little bit of like, hey, and just like acknowledgement. Nothing big, no big deal. Then I'm 2 miles down the road. I see him again. He goes, you got strong legs. And I had no idea he was still anywhere near me. I thought he flew past me and that was it. But he had been following me for 2 miles. And and I was like, I was getting in the zone, trying to think about what it is I want to talk about for today on vlog and stuff. I'm getting in the zone. I was focused because it's a 3-mile ride down, so I had like forgotten all about him. And then he kind of caught me off guard saying that, and then he like laughed, and the laughter made me feel so icky because he like felt that my discomfort, and like that's what he laughed at. Because like I like stopped for a second and I heard him say, you sure got some strong legs. And then I was like, and I stopped for a second for like to listen, because I had no idea he was still anywhere near me, or that was the same person. But that like put me on all alert, because now I'm being followed, and he's staring at my push, and he's staring at my work ethic and commenting on, and like making me like very like, this is not like what, like, you know what I'm saying, like there's being followed, like that immediately puts me on red alert, because it happens, honestly, unfortunately, it happens more often than I'd like to admit. I just don't always, I try and get like a police officer if there's one nearby, but once you're doing stuff and in the spotlight and you don't give a fuck, for some reason people chase after you at that point in your life. I don't know, and like people will follow you, sit outside your car with tinted windows. It's weird, so be careful what you wish for, like I made that one video, you guys. Anyway, you're still with me. So that man, he now followed me, and I've never seen this Yahoo in my life. That's the thing about all these harassment situations. It's like it's always a complete stranger, or a stalker I've dealt with for too long, and I've already filed a report on them, because I do have stalkers, and I've had to switch routes and stuff on the way back home and everything like that. Like, women have to work so hard just to like stay alive and be happy. It's insane. And like, I have to do so much not to end up in the back of a trunk. You know what I mean? You think my perfume smells good now? It's not going to smell good 6 months decomposed. I'm sorry. Okay. So so he says that to me. I get uncomfortable, and then he does his creepy laugh that makes me feel ostracized, makes me feel belittled, and it makes me feel sexualized in the middle of not expecting that at all. And I say, let it go, girl, let it go, keep going, you know. But it was the comment between the guy yesterday and this one today, where your girl gonna start to get a little, because it's like, why is everyone talking about my legs and I don't even know y'all? Like, I'd rather you say the last 4 of my social to me, my face, and comment on how I got strong legs and how nice of legs I got, and rather than you follow me for 2 miles and watch me push. I will give you the first street that I grew up on. Dear God, don't comment on my body if you don't know me. It's a very big boundary for me, and it makes it so I went to him, actually. So I turned around, and after convincing myself to let it go, I ended up turning around, and I said, I'm gonna go back there and you know, kind of stand up for myself or something. I'm gonna go back there and do something about this. And I went back and I circled, and I was looking for him, and I didn't see anyone at first. And then I saw someone like putting bottles in, and then I was like, that could be him, I'm not sure. And then he came back out, and there was a scooter, and he was on a scooter, and I was like, okay, I think that is him. And I said, hey, were you the one commenting on were you the one talking to me? And he goes, yeah, a couple miles back I said you look good. And then I was like, no, but like right here you said that I had nice legs. And then he like tried to like, no, it wasn't me. Like tried to like, you could see that I was coming back to like, you know, like deal with this. And then I gave him, I said very, very politely, very gently, very much of like a boundary, and I just said, oh, okay, I just wanted to let you know that when people who I don't know comment on my body, it makes me feel uncomfortable. I looked him dead in the eyes, and I made him face this reality. And then he went, fuck off, bitch, and like got crazy. And then, dude, it was the best. Like literally, this was the best. Like literally, like from this moment on, this like literally was like a movie. Cause then I like, oh my god, like I got my like vindication. Like it was so beautiful. And like you guys, like, cause he got like all like defensive because he knew he was in the wrong. But I wasn't saying anything. I was just letting him know when people I don't know comment on my body, it makes me feel uncomfortable. And I stared at him in the eyes like that, and I was like, yep, feel this. I want you to feel this. Like, this is reality. This is being an adult. This is communication. And then he went, fuck off, bitch, and then, like, got all crazy, and then started, like, scootering away. And then I said, oh, well, you say I had strong legs, right? Well, why don't you see how strong my punches are, baby? And I was like, why don't you see how strong my arms are? And then he started scootering away, and he's like, and then we started, like, getting into it, and for, like, another, like, half mile, we were just, like, yelling at each other about how much, like, I was just like, I will beat the shit out. I was just telling him, I will literally beat the shit out of you if you tell me how strong my legs. Tell me how strong my legs are. I'll show you how strong my punches are. And I know violence is never like, you know, but like a cowgirl's gotta like, you know, have a kick every once in a while after so many, you know. A girl's gonna like do like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not just gonna like roll over and continue to like show my belly and like never like no, like I'm gonna like. I'm getting better at putting men in their place and letting them know that they might be able to do and say whatever they want in their life, but when I'm in the room and when I'm all of a sudden involved, they're gonna have to treat me according to my boundaries. And a lot of men and a lot of people, and this isn't just men, but like I'm just not putting up with it anymore and like saying something and or like letting them know, like trying to like spend some time or something. Like I'm not just like, I used to just like be quiet and internalize it, and then I would feel shame and guilt for like looking good that day. And then what happens is like women start to feel more fear the more that we like are silent about it. So that's why everyone else says just ignore harassment, but like really we have to speak up out about it and like speak up against it, because the more we silence it in ourselves, it's more internalized misogyny, and then it's like you feel the shame and fear, and like that's what men can sense when you're walking and then they see you and you make eye contact and then they're like sizing you up to see if they can get away with saying something about your body or your face or how you look. And it's all this like sense that they can sense your fear. So the more that I speak up and like say like fuck you, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you, you want to see how strong my legs are, see how strong my punches are, baby, and like things like that, I like lose this sense of fear in myself. So now I don't deal with that energy anymore, because I started to like think in my mind, I don't fear you, like you're just like I don't know how to explain it, but like I'm like, it's like strength from God, because I really talked to him about this, how much the harassment was bothering me and stuff, and because it was so out of character for me to be passive and just like let men comment on my ass, let men comment on my legs, let men comment. And the other guy like touched my breast the other day at the grocery store. I didn't tell you guys about that, but that caused some issues for mental health, and the next 3 days were a little rough. It was an assault. It was a sexual assault. And so its boundaries are hot. So when you find that person, y'all, so we're gonna wrap. Anyway, so I ended up chasing that guy away, and I said, you better run, your karma's catching up to you. And he did threaten to push me against the car, and then I actually got a little scared, and then I was like, why did I like come back here and start this fight or like pick this fight? And I was like, maybe I should have just let it go. In that moment I was like, I might get hurt. And I like was like bracing myself to like be like thrown against the car or something, and then I was like kind of like bending my legs on the board, and then like we're cruising, like we're both like going fast in the bike lane and screaming at each other. And I know like this isn't like, you know, how, you know, like, you know, you are supposed to turn the cheek, but like after a certain while, like I have to like I you know what I'm saying? Like he's the one who ran away after I told him, like I told him calmly my boundary, and then he couldn't handle it. And that's what I'm saying. That's why I made that video, why people love to push boundaries, because like people love to push boundaries and like they don't know how to like handle it when you tell them this is my boundary. And like that guy freaked out, and I said, just don't like, I was like, it's fine, you can say good morning, you can say like, hey, what's up, and like you look good, like that's fine, but don't comment like on my body, like specifically you got strong legs after following me for 2 miles and watching my push. That's making me feel very watched and not free. I want to feel free and not stalked. Does that make sense? Like, do you understand how that's like a major injustice to like humanity for anyone when you're stalking them and you're a stranger? You know what I'm saying? So you guys, boundaries are hot. And you know what's like even hotter is when you can find that person that like respects what it is that's good for you and what isn't, what isn't good for you. And so the verse for today's vid, and we'll end it here, is love is patient, love is kind, it does not boast, it does not envy, and it does not keep record of wrongs. I think there might be some more to it, but I'll link the whole verse, 1 Corinthians 13, I think, down in the description. But that's like the gist. It's like, tell your partner, like, these are my boundaries, and you'll have like an even more like fire intimate relationship, because they know what your green buttons are and what your red buttons are. And I encourage and pray that you have like a beautiful union with anyone that is like, meant to be in your path, like that God brought them with you, brought them to you, and that you grow together and develop an awareness and knowledge of each other's, like, so to speak, yellow buttons, so you know exactly all the boundaries and like kind of like mental powers of your person. And then you'll be like a unit. You'll be like stronger together like this, and equally yoked. And so boundaries are hot, and lack of consent is not. That's the vid today, you guys. I love you so much. Stay safe. Stay blessed. Okay, I can't find the cursor. Yeah, stay chosen. Peace.